hello, welcome to another video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being here. For today, you can see a special occasion. I got a bit ready just for you guys. It's deadly season when, there's like 40 degrees outside. But I decided to put myself together a bit and wear a new shirt for you guys. So I hope that you will appreciate my new look. Of course, as always, get ready, take your coffee, take your water with you, and let's get started. Before we start with this very important topic that I want to talk about, I want to put a little disclaimer. Before you leave any comment, please watch a video till the end and get my point till end, okay? I don't want to see a bad comments. If you disagree with me, you have all rights to disagree, and it is okay. You can just say, I disagree with you because this, and that is it. And it's okay. I will accept that. We all have different opinions, but this is my opinion about this topic that I really consider very important. So, let's get started. I chose this topic because I am an Orthodox Christian. I live in Serbia and I have people in my life, friends, who are different religion from me. I decided first to do some kind of comparison and comparing with Islam, because I got in contact with many people who were born and raised in that religion. I never had in my real life a Muslim friend, but I have online. So I talked to them a lot, and I talked to people that do not declare themselves as Muslims, but they grew up in that country which is Muslim majority, and they were raised in that environment. So let's get started right away. I think that we can learn from different religions a lot, and I think that's really beautiful. I think the differences bring something so special to us. I think the differences bring so many good qualities into our lives, and that's why we have different religions in this world. But we are all united by one thing, by God. We all believe that God created us. So I always talk to my friends that way, and we all agree with that. I cannot be friends. I tried. I had one friend who was completely atheist, didn't believe in God, didn't believe in that anything created us and things like that. But at the end, our moral systems were so different that we are not friends anymore. This happened a long time ago. So I always have friends in my life who believe in God, who believe that God created us, that someone or something created us. That's very important to me. So what can we learn from each other? What can we learn especially from Muslim people? I think a lot. I think that Muslim people are very dedicated to their own religion. You can very rarely see a Muslim person that will change their religion. And why is that? Why is that? If you know, you can comment down below. I am happy to hear your opinion about that. I think that, we can learn from that so much. Even if we we are different religion. I'm Orthodox Christian, and I see that so much beautiful. I started by watching Muslim people online who are influencers. I started catching myself believing more in my own religion and being dedicated to my religion more and more. And I understood that the faith can be so deep that nothing on this world can shake you in having your own faith and believing in what you believe, having a moral standards that are non-negotiable. I think that's really beautiful. I think we can learn all from, even if you are a different religion from me and from Islam, you can learn that too. I think that, you were born and raised in some religion for a reason. There is a reason why you were put on that path, and I think we can find that really beautiful. Of course, I do not judge people who change their religion and change their beliefs. We can all do that. We can all have a choice and freedom to change in believing in whatever. So, first of all, we can learn from Muslim people dedication to their religion. Also, one huge important thing that I do not like when it comes to Christianity, mostly with Catholics and Protestants, there are so many people that were allowed to joke with faith and religion and religious people. You can never see that intense jokes about Islam and about their prophet or about some important person, important personality in their faith. The way that people joke with Jesus Christ, guys, please, that's insane. Who got into that idea? I really don't know. I really don't like that. I would never dare to joke about someone's religion. And if someone believed that, for example, Prophet Muhammad existed and that were a person that we all should look up to and things like that, I would never dare, as someone who is different religion, to joke about Muhammad's life and his personality and his existence. I think that's really disrespectful what people do to Christian people. Really disrespectful. Huge disrespect. And the way that religious people were just presented so dumb in our society. If you believe in God, you're a dumb person. In Islam, I don't see that. They call their people very educated, who are working in mosques or things like that. They respect them and they have huge respect. We can learn from that. How many people have enough respect for priests and monks and nuns? How many people? Very little people. Very little people will actually appreciate them, that they exist. We joke about them. We say stupid things. We think that they are extremely conservative, extremely this, that they don't understand anything in life, that they are dumb, that they are like crazy people who got crazy and then they go to monastery and things like that. In Islam, when someone is religious, is being respected. In my country, when someone is religious, is considered dumb. When someone says that they got into university to study theology, they were considered dumb. I think that's really insane. That's really insane. Also, the way that people present themselves as Orthodox Christians, I will speak from Orthodox Christians. You know, we are Orthodox Christians, we are like the right faith, things like that that are in our society, in my country and in other countries that I have seen. When you say you have the right faith, but you don't respect any of the rules, you go and drink alcohol and beat your wife and children, where is there Christianity in you? Of course, the same exists in Islam and among Muslims and Muslim people. But when they are religious, they are more like about following the rules, the cardinal rules. Of course, there are killings, stealings, blackmailing, things like that in every country, in every religion. But the way that our people, especially men, they are like ready to sacrifice themselves for their religion. But when you ask them, how many times have you been to liturgy, or how many times have you been to church, or how many times did you really and truly respect a priest that comes to your home? We end conversation there. We end conversation there because that person has been to church like 3 times in their life, never been to liturgy, never been fasting, never been a good person from the heart. From the heart, you have to be, when you are Orthodox Christian, you have to have a huge heart full of love, full of respect. The way that Orthodox people disrespect other religions, it is insane. We all consider, like in society I speak, we all consider other religions dumb and crazy. We all along inside our circle, we always talk, you know, they're crazy, they're different, they're insane. They're covering their hair, they're insane. They're going to the wall of Jews, they're crazy for visiting Israel. They're crazy. Unfortunately, we can say that despite all of these things, these bad things, a lot of people sacrifice their life for our religion, especially in Serbia, especially in Balkan. So many people, and we have to respect that. We have to respect that. But also communism destroyed that belief among some generations that we, at the end of the day, should really think and talk about God as something beautiful. And Muslims always do that. They always, when they speak about prophets, say peace be upon them. They respect God, they respect things like that, and I think that we can learn from them a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you will agree and disagree with me with some things, and I see you in comments and I will definitely answer. So see you next video. Bye.